Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mitchell Pioneer Scholar Stephanie Littlehale.
Good evening. My name is Stephanie Littlehale, and I'm a 2008 Mitchell Scholar from Georges Valley High School. As you saw, I was also the recipient of the Gayle Cory Pioneer Award in 2008. First, I'd like to thank you all for coming this evening to support the Mitchell Institute. Former Senator Mitchell himself said once that no one should be guaranteed success, but everyone should be given a fair chance to succeed. This is why you are here tonight. And I'm fortunate to say this is why I too am here tonight, to help give Maine students a fair chance to succeed. So thank you all so much for coming and giving us your support. So we all know that each and every Mitchell Scholar has a very unique story. Well, this is just one, but it's mine. I want to take you all back 19 years to when this photo was taken. This was me in 1993. I was almost 3 years old. I wasn't even in kindergarten yet. As you can see, I certainly had a rough childhood. Things weren't always perfect around me. Regardless of my circumstances, I always had big dreams of what my life could be one day. Of course, those dreams changed from day to day. I wanted to be a doctor, a teacher, an astronaut, a diplomat, a journalist. And finally, today, I'm quite sure I'd like to be a lawyer. But whatever I was convinced to become, I always knew one thing, that I was going to change the world and make it a better place for me and for everyone else living in it. It didn't occur to me until I was in high school that in order for any of these dreams to come true, I would have to go to college. So I thought, okay, I'll just go to college. If only going to college was as easy as deciding to go and then just going. Life is so much more complicated than that. By the time I applied for college at the age of 17, I found myself homeless. Many of my nights were spent in the back of my faithful 92 Mazda Protege in the far corner of a Walmart parking lot in Rockland, Maine. Luckily, some other nights were spent on random yet more comfy couches. Oh, I had big dreams as a kid. I wanted to change the world. But at that time, I wasn't even sure if I'd have enough gas to get to school in the morning or enough change in my console to pay for a bagel for breakfast. It was hard to even think about college when questions like, what will I eat and where will I live, raced through my mind. I still saw all those dreams I had as a kid, but they were now hidden behind this fog, and I could see them slowly drifting away from me. The feeling was absolutely suffocating. One of the great things about living in Maine is that sense of community we have. Us, we Mainers, we protect our own. I am a perfect example of that kid who has big dreams, but was not blessed with an easy set of circumstances. All I needed was a little support and direction, and my community absolutely delivered. My high school guidance secretary, for example, Mary Joyce Groton, paid for the dress I wore on the day of my high school graduation. After I got in a car accident, my school and community helped me pay for a new vehicle. My English teacher, Jennifer True, she comforted me when I came to her first period class in tears, worrying about the month's rent. It was even the anonymous people around me who left cards in the office for me so I could buy groceries and supplies for my own survival. Most touching, however, was when my 7th and 8th grade teacher, Lorraine Knight, and her husband, Chris, contacted me. When they found out about my situation, they invited me into their home to be a part of their family. Chris and Lorraine, whom I'm very, very proud to call Mom and Dad, have joined us tonight to support me and the Mitchell Institute. And I would very much like to ask them to stand at this time, as you really don't get many opportunities to thank your parents publicly. And I know that they're out in the LL Bean table. And while I'm up here, I do have a couple words for you, Mom and Dad. I want to thank you so much. Your love and support has taught me what it means to be a part of a family. You're absolutely amazing people. Taking in a 17-year-old teenager into your home is not an easy feat, as I'm sure you will attest to. You really are the reason I've made it this far, so thank you so much. So with the support of the community I've described to you and so many others, I'm here today. I'm lucky. I was saved. That year, I was able to graduate valedictorian of the class of 2008 at Georges Valley High School. So let me assure you, any child with some personal drive, in any circumstance, with just a little bit of support, can be successful. The Mitchell Institute so clearly understands this on such a deep level. It's not just a scholarship. The Mitchell Institute is a huge part of each and every high school community across Maine. There's a sense in all of us scholars that we are chosen as the best and brightest students of Maine. Well, we are. Only one student is chosen from each and every graduating class. This year, 20% of Maine's graduating students that plan to further their education applied for the scholarship. The need for financial assistance to go to college is real and is absolutely increasing. Only about 1 out of every 3 students that graduated from my graduating class in 2008 are expected to hold a degree at the end of 2013. For a person who was neglected at a young age, it is so very important for me to know that I am worth someone's time, that I am special, and that I am going somewhere, and that I can be that one person out of 3. In 2008, the Mitchell Institute and my family put their trust in me and supported me as I ventured off to the University of Maine at Orono. While I was there, thanks to the support of my family and the Institute, I was able to study abroad in Bulgaria and travel to 11 countries in Europe. My flight to Bulgaria was the first time I'd ever been on a plane, and I encourage you to ask my mom about that experience because she has some great stories. Ultimately, I am so proud to stand before you having graduated summa cum laude from the University of Maine at Orono with high honors. So your support does make a difference. And now, as I'm preparing myself for law school, I'm busy dreaming up what my photos will look like 10 years from now. So thank you all for making that a possibility for me. I'm honored to be a Mitchell Scholar. I have been chosen to be given a chance to take my childhood dreams and make them come true. How many kids, just like me, were left in that fog, alone? What happened to that 66% of my graduating class that will not be holding that diploma in 2013? What are they doing today? Where are they going? Who's helping them along? I'm lucky that I was chosen to be given a fair chance to succeed. Every child should be given that chance. So thank you.